home for me. This is where I grew up, where I was born and raised. It kind of looks like a third world country, actually. Being raised here my whole life and then just coming home, I'm like, damn, look how much moss there is over there. Like, look how green things are. Why is there no guardrail? This is the Big Island of Hawaii. This is where I'm from. This is High Street. I'm gonna go hit Pontiac Stretch and go out to my dad's house in Ainaloa. And I'm driving a Mercedes, an SLK 300. I got my, if anybody knows, got my fishing poles with me, just in case, you never know. But let's go head out to my dad's and just go check out the cool cars and let's get some vlogging going. So we're currently at my dad's house, and these are my brother has two little fun cars. Obviously, you know where I get the Mazdaspeed from. And these two cars are currently really slow. He also has an Rx3 over there, so take a look at that later. For now, let's go play with the Mazdaspeed. He said it runs slow. I'll know. All right, so we're here with my brother's Mazdaspeed 3, and it was sputtering very bad. He had a Cobb tuner, he had all this cool stuff in it, and he thought it was fast. And we put it back stock, and we changed the mass airflow sensor, and I think it's a little bit faster. We drove it, did some burnouts, and now we're gonna go drive it again and do some more burnouts. My dad loves having me home. I know it for sure. Alright, so one car done. We got this car boosting and driving finally. Now on to the next one. So this car, last time I drove it, would probably get beat by anything. Any car here would walk this car last time I drove it. So let's go figure out what's going on with this one. This one was a T2 that I built a long time ago before I left to Hawaii, and then something happened to it, and then my dad rebuilt it, and I came back after being in California for years. It was just too slow, so my brother's been tinkering with it, but now I'm gonna tinker with it and see if we can get it to get some power again.
Three days later.
Alright, so after driving it, it runs super rich, boost is all over the place, it has no brakes. We got some tinkering to do. So first thing I'm going to check out is the no brakes, make sure that check valve works and it's not putting boost into the inside the brake booster, because if it is, boost could be leaking from the intake into the brake booster, and that we could make the boost go all over the place. So we're going to check that out thing first. The brakes make some weird like squishy noises, so it's probably that. And then I have to check out the tune and the way the car is set up for it. It just runs super rich, so it kind of bogs like on top end just because it runs so rich. So we're gonna start with the brake booster. All right, so took the hose off. It has a check valve, it works. I wouldn't say that's the most proper way to check it, but it works. For a white car, it doesn't look too bad. You know, the white on the white. Maybe it's just the white on the white. It doesn't look too bad though. Maybe we bring this thing to California and drift it. All right, so currently we couldn't get the Rx7 to run good. It still sputters at bottom end like there's a bad TPS or something. But currently driving the Rx7, and I'm gonna race my brother William in the Mazdaspeed. I think it'll be a good race. I think that Mazdaspeed is faster, but this car has better traction. So we're gonna find out. And I have my sister, she's gonna video it so we can make sure we have a nice, good video. Okay, ready? Set, go! I knew we would get him because of the grip. I knew he would spin. I think we should do like a little bit of a roll. Just a little bit, you know? Just to give that car a better chance. We gotta find a place to turn around. Alright, so we're gonna do a roll race this time because the Rx7 traction-wise, got it. But the problem with this car is it has no bottom end. So I don't think we're gonna do really good on the roll race. I think we're gonna lose this one. We're gonna only roll a little though. There's hella cars behind us. Shift. Alright. I'll take the L on that one because I missed it. So, but we're creating too much havoc right now. People are standing on the road like, what's going on? And then his cars, the worst part about it is where we're racing is on a main strip and his car's parked right in the front. So everybody sees the two cars racing up and down the road. Now we're going to go launch the Rx3. So for those that don't know Roarks really well, my dad raced cars, my uncle races cars, my brother's into cars, my other brother's into cars. We're all into cars. And my uncle, he had some old school Toyotas and stuff and some Chevy stuff. He's more of a big block kind of guy. He's getting into the LSs now, LS Turbo. And he's up here in Hawaii. He's originally from Arizona. He's up here, my dad's letting him drive a Volvo around. And then I'm driving my in-laws Mercedes, and he kept saying, oh, you know, this Volvo's turbo, it's gonna spank this Mercedes. So I've been driving this SLK 300. Well, here's a little video of what happened. Ready, set, go. Alright, so we're here with my brother's cars, and he has one car that's super unique that everybody would love to see. This was my car. I owned it. It was my dad's first, then mine. I got kind of stingy. I wanted more cars, so I ended up getting a RX-7 FC, and I gave rid of this. Stupid idea on my end, but it stayed in the family. It's still kind of like the family car. So I think it's a street port with a 13B. It was my wife's motor before, but now it has a new, another motor, unknown. But my brother had transmission issues. We put a first generation RX-8 transmission. Well, he did, and they're very fragile, these transmissions. So we're gonna do some test hits, and I'm gonna try to show him how to drive the car without like breaking the transmission and shocking the whole suspension and everything. But let's just do a quick walk around. This is a little thing that my dad guys had back in the day, Wacky Wanky Racing, and then it said Mazda on the bottom, and it said no pistons, no valve, no problem. This is the Silver Bullet. I used to drive this thing around. It had a 6-port with a side draft in it. I used to drive it around. Still going in the family. Hopefully we can see more of this car, like, in the channel. Like, maybe eventually we can do something more crazy with it and maybe bring it to California. But when I had it, it wasn't really getting deteriorated like this. It's starting to sit. Hawaii is really, really bad for cars. This is like probably the worst. But it's overall still like our family car, and it's still going, still running. So let's probably just start it up and let's do some test hits and see what it does. I think the best time right now with a street port, 2nd gen street port, is like 13.1. So we're gonna try to up that tomorrow, hopefully. Alright, so slick's getting all mounted up. We're put some gas in it. And I don't know. Let's see what this thing does. I think I'm gonna do the test hit, and I'm gonna show my brother how to do it in the passenger seat. Alright, so we're gonna go and do a test hit with the car. Let's pump it. Alright, so for those of you that don't know, this is the guy that taught me everything about rotaries. This is where it started. The last run we did, it was detonating. It was robbing power. It didn't hurt the motor, unfortunately, luckily, thank God, but we're gonna retard the timing a little bit. This guy knows all about that. This is my dad. And We'll do another test hit again. Hopefully it doesn't detonate. He knows a lot about this kind of stuff, so now we can do wheelies hopefully. Alright, so next issue we're having is we're leaning out. So now we're changing jets. And hopefully this will richen it up on top end. It wasn't lean to a point where it would hurt the motor, but it wasn't lean, it wasn't happy where I would like it, and I don't think it's producing power like that. So we're swapping out some jets, and then I'll try one more hit hopefully, and if it works out great, then we're gonna leave it as is. But man, you ran a 13 like this?
13.1.
Like this?
Like that.
Man. Well, let's see what this does. Alright guys, so I'm heading to the track right now. Super excited. I don't know why. I do a lot of drifting and all this crazy stuff, and I'm gonna go down the track in 13 seconds, and I don't know why that sounds super exciting, but it is. I want to show you guys like the entrance and how you get there and what it looks like, and it's kind of crazy. Hawaii is a whole different vibe compared to different places that you be. California is always just go, go, go. This place is very low key, chill, relaxed. People have a lot of aloha over here, real nice, kind, you know. Traffic's way different here. Everything's different here. So let me just show you like how different it is getting into the track. It's just so much different. So this is basically where the garbage dump is. This is where you dump trash. In Hawaii we don't have waste management, so you come over here and you dump whatever stuff you got, and they take it in those big bins and they take it. But this is our road where you turn right and you follow this road all the way down, and it'll take you to the racetrack. It's a very long, like, kind of just outdoors road. So part of the problem is Hilo is probably one of the rainiest places ever, and it just rained not too long ago, so they're gonna dry the track. Hopefully it stays dry throughout the day, but it does rain a lot here. We got this nice fast race paddle bike. All right, so this is how the car makes it to the track, Hawaii style. My dad's tow truck.
You get one too.
All right, so we're gonna go for the first run with the car. I'm hoping for 12s, but let's see what it does. This is a stock Portage 13B turbo 2 motor, so hopefully 12s. We'll see.
Roark, 1370 and 100. 1370 and 100.
Alright, so welcome to Hawaii, where it rained on us. They canceled the race, so now we're done. So now we have to load up and go home. Bummer. One race, bogged out. Found out the alternator wasn't charging. So when I checked the battery, we had like 9 to 10 volts. It was dying, and then might be a reason why I bogged, and probably not. I'm not making excuses, I don't care. But yeah, that's it for today. All right, so that's it for it. Rx3 is going back in its cave due to a rain out. William can race it tomorrow if he wants, but it's going back in its cave and we're done. So that's it until next time.